Good day to all of us, especially to our dear teacher, Miss Alexis Alcantara. First of all, I will introduce myself. I am John Lester P. Machica from BSC 1-6, and I will discuss two topics, which is the maternal deprivation and attachment theory. And I hope that I will gain your attentions for you to understand, learn, and also share your thoughts about this topic. Okay, we will proceed to our main topic, which is all about the maternal deprivation. Maternal deprivation was developed by John Bowlby in the year 1951. 1951 because this is the year wherein the WHO or the World Health Organization published his work with the relation to maternal care and mental health of a child. Brief history of John Bowlby. John Bowlby was a British psychologist, psychiatrist, and also psychoanalyst that was born on the date February 26, 1907 in London, United Kingdom. The main focus of his work, maternal deprivation, was to refer to the separation or loss of a mother as well as a failure to develop an attachment to his or her child. It means that when a child denied for a normal care of a mother, the child will experience long-term negative effects that can affect his development of the characteristic of a child. What is maternal deprivation? Anyone to the class who has the idea what is maternal deprivation is all about based on the last slide that I've been presented? Anyone? Okay, none? Maternal deprivation is a lack of adequate nurturing for a young child due to the absence or premature loss or neglected by its mother or primary caregiver. Postulated to affect early behavioral, social, physical, and emotional developmental negatively. It means that when a child experiences the maternal deprivation, this will cause negative effects and consequences to the child due to his trauma and experiences at his young age. As we look at the two pictures below, it shows that maternal care and maternal deprivation process. On the left side, we see the maternal care. It means that love and care of the mother to his or her child. And on the right side, the maternal deprivation occurs because the child was being separated to his mother. It means that the child is being alone. That is why the maternal deprivation being occurred. If the mother being lost for years, months, and long time. In 1944, John Bowlby conducts an investigation that is what we call the 44 Thieves. This investigation includes 88 children in a guidance with a relation to his study. The outcome of the investigation says that the 44 out of 88 children are considered as thieves. He called them as thieves because of their ability in stealing like money, things from other people. And they committed those crimes because they experiencing trauma and depression back on those days that their mother was being separated or lost. That leads to the negative effects to the child's life. And the 44 remaining only participate because of their emotional problem but not committed any crime, just like the other 44 children. And based on the percentage, 32% out of 88 children was considered as affectionless psychopathy. It means that they do not care about or feel affection for others. After several years, he came up to the hypothesis which was published in the year 1953. This hypothesis says that the continuous care of a mother to his or her child can result healthy physical, social, and emotional development. It is true. It is true because it is proven. Because if the children can feel the love and comfort of her mother, this will build a strong relationship not only for her mother but also to the other people that is in surrounding, and also the child can totally develop a strong character that will positively affect his life and her mother's life. Negative effects of maternal deprivation includes the first one, affectionless psychopathy. As what I've said earlier, affectionless psychopathy, it means that the child do not care about or feel affection to other people. And the second one is the delinquency. It means that the child do things by not following the protocols, the laws, and instruction that is being implemented in the society. And the third one is the very important part, which is the problem with cognitive development. It means that if the child fail to develop a cognitive characteristic and personality, this will produce negative effect on his life, and also this will develop insecurity and can change his life negatively. Okay, next slide. Okay, the importance of maternal care. It is important for every child to have a maternal care in the early stage of their lives, because this will be one of the important factors in developing their emotional and physical characteristics. To the phrase that I've said, we totally and easily understand why it is important. Because as we notice in our country, there are many child that is roaming around the streets, no clothes, no sleepers, and even shelters. Because that is the effect of being separated or being neglected by its mother or primary caregiver. They do such things because they find a way to become happy by the way of finding friends, playing around the streets, and that is negative effects of being experiencing the deprivation in a child's life. And that must be a lesson not only for a mother but also to all of us, that we must care for each and everyone around the world for us to have a better future and happy life. And that's all for this topic, which is the maternal deprivation. And if you have a ask question, just leave a comment in the comment section. And now let's move on to the next topic, which is the attachment theory. The occurrence of attachment theory was first described by John Bowlby, who is the pioneer of the maternal deprivation theory. He is a psychoanalyst who studies the psychological effects or result between infants and their parents. It means that the relationship of the guardian between his or her child plays an important role in developing the cognitive personality and characteristic of the child. Okay, next slide. In attachment theory, Bowlby considers the importance of the child's relationship to their mother within terms of the social, emotional, and cognitive development. It means that the comfort, support, and love of the mother to his or her child bring positively effects to child's life, and also to develop totally the characteristic of the child in terms of the behavior, physical, personality, and etc. In Bowlby's hypothesis in attachment theory shows one of three ways upon the newborn children gathering with their guardians. The first one is a secure attachment. In secure attachment, the baby shows some distress, like crying, screaming, but after all of that, if their mom will come back to the house, they welcome them and also seek closeness after the mom leave the house. And also the second one is the anxious resistant attachment. This attachment was so messy. The baby got very upset when mom leaves, and also the baby appears angry and rejecting the mom because the mom lives in the house. The last one is the avoidant attachment. This attachment shows ignorance to the mom because the baby seeks the attention, but the mothers or the primary caregiver don't give those attention that the baby needs. Bowlby defined attachment as a lasting psychological connectedness between human beings. Are you agree with that? Okay. I totally agree because it is true. Because if you connected to each other, there's a psychological effects or a positive outcome that being put into each other because of that connectedness and then a strong relationship that is being built because of the attachment that you put into each other. That is why attachment is so important in our lives. And that's all. Thank you for listening, and I hope you understand and gain knowledge about the topic that I discussed. And that's all for today. Thank you.